This video is about calculating with parameters concerning vertices. Consider the following question. There's a function f px is 2x squared minus 8px plus 2p. The question is for which value of p is the y-coordinate of the vertex equal to -6. We're going to do this in a few steps. The first one is determining which of these values is a, b, and c if we were to write the function as ax squared plus bx plus c. A is the coefficient before the x squared, so in this case a is 2. B is the coefficient before the x, so in this case b is -8p. C is the last coefficient without the coefficient without the x, so c is 2p. Mind that you do write the p's down in these coefficients b and c. If you forget them, you'll get a wrong answer. The second step is determining the x-coordinate of the vertex in terms of p. We know that the x-coordinate of the vertex can be found by calculating -b divided by 2a. So that is in this case -8p, so positive 8p, divided by 2 times 2 is 4. So 8p divided by 4 is 2p. The next step is determining yv, so the y-coordinate of the vertex in terms of p. We can do that by substituting the x-coordinate into the function. So we get the f of 2p is 2 times x squared, so in this case 2p squared, minus 8p times x, so times 2p, plus 2p. If we simplify this, we get 2 times 4p squared, so 8p squared minus 16p squared plus 2p. And that is equal to a -8p squared plus 2p. We know that this is the y-coordinate of the vertex. We also know that this should be equal to -6, so our next step is generating the equation and solving it. So -8p squared plus 2p is the y-coordinate of the vertex. That should be equal to -6. So this is the equation we need to solve. Solving it gives -8p squared plus 2p plus 6 is equal to 0. Divide both hands by 2. Well, 0 divided by 2 doesn't change much, but this one becomes -4p squared plus p plus 3, and then multiplying with -1, or in one step dividing by -2 gives 4p squared minus p minus 3 is 0. We make a little more room. This is something we cannot solve by using product sum because this coefficient is higher than this coefficient. So we calculate the discriminant, and that is -1 squared minus 4 times 4 times -3, or 1 plus 48 is equal to 49. Note that 49 is 7 squared, so we can write down that p, which is the variable in this equation, is -1 plus the square root of d. And since d is 7 squared, the square root of d is 7, divided by 2 times 4, or p is 1 minus 7 divided by 8. So this is 8 divided by 8 is 1, and this is negative 6 divided by 8 is negative 3/4. So for p is 1 or p is negative 3/4, the y-coordinate of the vertex is equal to negative 6. So that answers our question. So in a question such as this, given a function, what is the value of p when the y-coordinate of the vertex is given? You determine a, b, and c, and some of them have p's in them. You determine the x-coordinate of the vertex. You substitute what you find to determine the y-coordinate of the vertex in terms of p. That should be equal to the given value. So you can generate an equation and you can solve that.